She moves like weather changing in the marrow of my bones, like pressure dropping steadily in rooms we call our own. Her shadow falls across the floor before she speaks a word, and everything I thought I knew collapses undisturbed. The air between us thickens like the moment before rain, when every nerve is listening and lightning hasn't came. I've been standing at this window since the summer lost its name, watching her horizon, and I'll never be the same. She doesn't need to touch me to undo every night. She just has to look at me, and I forget what I've got. There's fire under the skin. There's fire under the skin, where the rational world ends and everything begins. I've been burned by colder flames and drowned in shallower seas, but nothing in my history has brought me to my knees like this. Fire under the skin. Glass of water on the table by my hand, a gesture so specific only I could understand. The archaeology of us is written in the small, in the angle of her shoulder, in the way she fills her heart. I've mapped the constellations of the freckles on her arm. I've memorized the frequency and the radius of a calm. At 3 a.m. the ceiling holds the questions I can't ask, and she's sleeping like an answer I'm not ready for at last. There's a language that we speak without a syllable in sight, just the gravity between us pulling everything to light. There's fire under the skin. There's fire under the skin, where the rational world ends and everything begins. I've been burned by colder flames and drowned in shallower seas, but nothing in my history has brought me to my knees like this. Fire under the skin. I don't believe in fever charts or maps or what this is. I only know the temperature of everything that lives between the first breath and the last. There's only so much time, and I have spent the better half of mine learning to climb the mountain that she carries in the architecture of her gaze. I've lost myself completely in the geometry of her ways. Call it gravity, call it ruin, call it whatever name you own. I only know I cannot find the edges of this anymore alone. Come morning, she'll be standing in the kitchen's early light, and I'll be watching how the ordinary turns to something right. The coffee and the silence and the architecture of the day are loaded now with meaning I can't put in words anyway. This isn't what the stories told me passion ought to be. No swords are burning kingdoms and no shipwrecks lost at sea. Just the way she says my name and tips the whole world to one side, and I realize I've nowhere left to run and nowhere left to hide. Some things don't need a fire to consume you to the ground. Sometimes the deepest burning makes the most unbearable sound. There's fire under the skin. There's fire under the skin, where the rational world ends and everything begins. I've been burned by colder flames and Burning never